Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Build Grind, where we continue to build custom gaming computers. And today we've got another build. We've only got one build to do today. We do have a couple more later this week as well, already lined up. So, we just got to build this one today real quick, and then this build's probably going to go pretty quick, honestly. It's probably going to be about an hour long. I do have to, as soon as we're done with this, start the Windows install and get this out the door, because I actually have to bring this to a customer today. It's actually one of the builds that I wanted to do on Christmas Eve, but we didn't get to it because of just how many builds we had, and the fact that we had to steal the one of the video card from this build to complete another build, because the video card for that build wasn't getting here till Wednesday, and that build needed to be under the Christmas tree. So I have a random video card showing up for an order now, because I had to run to Micro Center this morning and pick up another card for this build today, to make sure we get this build done. So now I got so many extra spare parts because of parts not showing up in time. I could probably build a few computers. So we'll probably do that this week. Alright guys, let's go ahead and switch over to the top down, and we're just gonna really quick jump into it because I have to get this one out today. So I'm gonna be bringing it to the customer today. Yes, I'm wearing the plain white tee because it's the day after Christmas. I hope everybody's holiday was great. Everybody's Christmas. I hope everybody had an awesome time with their family. Got to hang out, eat some good food. Those reaction videos that you guys sent me was just absolutely priceless. There's one in particular which I'm gonna try to get permission to post and share with you guys, because it was just the best reaction photo I've ever had. Of kids opening up their gaming PC on Christmas Day. I had a flood of photos and videos from parents. It was priceless. Some of the best stuff I've seen. So I'm hoping to get some permission and put together kind of a reaction video, so to speak, of some of those photos and reactions that we got from the parents. Just to show you guys kind of and share with you the experience that I have when I see somebody open their PC for the first time, their very first gaming PC. It's just an amazing reaction. It's just great. I love it. I'm hoping to get, again, some permission and put that together for you guys, and I'll post it here probably in the next couple weeks. But it was totally worth it. All that grind right before Christmas was totally worth it. Alright guys, so we're going to run through the build list for today. We're doing one of one PC today. This order's for Joe. We are a little bit behind schedule. I was supposed to, again, have this PC already done, but I am behind because of the holiday craziness, the build grind that we had going before Christmas. We did get all of our orders completed before Christmas, which allowed all those reaction videos to come in, which was great. So we succeeded in that. If you didn't catch it, we had 49 total builds over the last, I think it was like 2 weeks total, that we did for Christmas, and not including the ones that we did ship out. And regarding shipping, we only had one casualty. It was Eli's build that we did a while back. We had an issue where UPS did damage the package, or the PC in transit, and we are currently working on repairing that locally rather than having him ship it back, which is going to be the quickest way to a solution for him. So we're looking forward to getting that squared away for him. That's the only casualty we had during the holiday, unfortunately. And those things do happen, and it's a bummer, but we work through them and we get it squared away, and hopefully we get it squared away quickly for him. Okay, so today's build, we're going to be doing a Intel i9 12900K. This has got 16 cores, 24 threads. It's got a max turbo of 5.2 gigahertz, a Thermalright LGA 1700 contact frame, because that's what we use anytime we're working with LGA 1700, especially with the higher end CPUs. Then we're going to be using a Thermalright Frozen Note 360mm AIO. It's going to be in white, so if you haven't caught on, it's already going to be a white themed build. we have the Asus Prime Z790V as in Victor Wi-Fi ATX motherboard. It's a great board. We're going to be using 32 gigs of DDR5, 6000 megahertz CL36 RAM. That's 216 gigs in dual channel. It's the G.Skill Ripjaws S5 series. This is a really nice kit. This bundle here, actually, CPU, motherboard, and RAM, is a Micro Center bundle where you get a really good deal. I think it's like $399 for this bundle, which saves a ton of cost when we're putting together a PC like this. Highly recommend checking out Micro Center and their CPU, motherboard, RAM bundles. Yes, the RAM being CL36 isn't, say, the greatest for gaming, but in this case, the PC is not going to be used for gaming. This is going to be a PC used for video editing and photo editing. So really, we're not worried about the CL latency for that, for this particular build. I mean, you know, lower the better for any type of build, but in this case, we're not doing any crazy overclocking. We're not doing anything that's going to be pushing the CPU extremely hard. So the RAM that we have here is perfectly fine. We got 2 terabytes of M.2 NVMe Gen 4 Inland Performance Plus. Again, this is another Micro Center product brand, Inland, if you're not familiar with it. It is actually available on Amazon, but you're going to get your best price at Micro Center. So this 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe is really fast. It's, I think, it's 7,000 megabits read-write, so it's equivalent to your Samsung 980 Pro. So just to give you an idea of the speeds on this. Next up, we have a RX 6, which was supposed to be a 6600. Those are out of stock when we borrowed the 6600 from this build. So Micro Center, we had 7600s in stock, and that is what I ran and got this morning to make sure that we could put this PC together. So we have an RX 7600 today. I think this is the second time I've built with the 7600, but it's a great card. It's got 8 gigs GDDR6, 128-bit, PCIe 4.0. The main reason why we're using this card is because we want the ability to connect a ton of monitors, because this is going to be an editing PC mostly. We also want the video card so it helps with rendering, if they wanted to use the video card for rendering rather than the CPU, or split the load, however that may work with the applications or however they set it up, but they have the option. So that is why we have the RX 7600. You don't need anything super crazy for video editing or photo editing, something that gives you high resolution, that supports multiple monitors, and isn't going to cause like major input delays. Video card's going to be the way to go. You don't need a high-end, but a decent enough card is going to get the job done wonderfully. We're going to be powering the system with a 750 watt 80 plus gold power supply by PowerSpec. Again, PowerSpec is a Micro Center brand. If you're not familiar with PowerSpec, these power supplies have been really good for me in the many years that I've been building PCs. I highly recommend them. They have a really good deal right now on the 750 watt 80 plus gold. I believe they're only $69 right now at Micro Center, but you do have to pick it up from a Micro Center, so you have to be local. Outside of that, we're going to be putting this inside a Lian Li Landcool 216 case. It's going to be in white, though it's listed as black, but I think we last minute wanted to change it to a white. I was just double checking to make sure I did grab the white case, and I did. Because that's how, you know, crazy it was last week or the week before. That's when I was picking these parts up. And then we have, with that case, it has 2 160 millimeter PWM addressable RGB fans in there, as well as a white 140 millimeter fan in the back. So we got some really good airflow coming in, intake from the front of the case, and then it's going to be exhausting out the back and the top with the radiators mounted at the top of the case. It's a really nice design, your standard today for any gaming PC or higher end PC. Airflow in from the front and exhaust out the back and the top, and also mounting radiator at the top. I prefer that because for an editing PC, you're obviously going to mostly be using your CPU horsepower, which is going to be generating the most heat, and that's going to be exhausting right out the top. So the intake is going to supply the cool air for that. And then we're going to be installing Windows 11 Pro. So some addressable RGB lighting on it. It'll be a nice looking white case with a little bit of black accent. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to build. Or let's get started with the build. I'm going to try to do this within less than an hour. That would be ideal. Oh. I was pretty sure we already opened this board. With a pin check. Maybe I'm crazy. Well, let's get this going. So how was everybody's couple days off? Hope everybody enjoyed their holiday, their Christmas. Their very Merry Christmas. Lots of excited kiddos this past couple days. It was kind of crazy how many reaction videos and photos were sent to us, and if you haven't already sent them and you had us build a PC, please send us reaction videos and photos. All right. So we've already got the hardware mount for the cooler, the CPU, and the RAM and SSD all on the motherboard here, as well as the contact frame. We're ready to get the case out. Let's go ahead and get that out. So much static on that one. Zappy! Right. Okay. Do do do. Do 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 do. Mount the motherboard into the case. Only requires the 6 screws for this one. It is a slightly thinner board. Not a full ATX that requires the additional 3. Still a great board. Alright. Get these cables pushed through, and then we'll get some of the front panel stuff installed or added. Front panel connections. The motherboard connected. Oh. We'll move on to mounting the cooler. This is such an easy case to build in. I love it. One of my top favorites of ATX mid-towers. For ATX mid-towers. not liking it. Cooler time. We are going to have to rotate these fans around because they are facing the wrong way. If we put them in like this, the cables are facing out, not towards the back of the PC. So let's do a quick rotation. They come pre-mounted. Not all coolers, AIOs like this, come with the fans pre-mounted like this. Might help to actually take the top off to put the radiator in on the top of the PC. Recommend that if that's what you're planning on doing. We gotta feed these cables to the back of the PC. There. Cooler is now mounted the case. Now we just need to get it blocked to the CPU. Sorry, I bumped the big camera. Beautiful. Built very nicely. Next up, we can drop the graphics card in. And then all we got is the power supply. And then we are doing a little bit of cable management on the back side, and we're firing this bad boy up. We're 38 minutes in. We're doing really good on time. Cable management in this case, on this build particularly, is super simple. So your cable management will look like a professional builder. As long as you do what I just did throughout the build. Super simple. For the power cooler, I think this is just the, what is it, the fighter. The 6600 didn't come with a back plate, but now the 7600 does. And I really like that about this budget card, because it doesn't cost much to put that on there, and it adds a lot of aesthetics. So. And maybe some passive cooling. I don't know if there's a patch or not under there. There we go. Definitely looking like a performance beast now. Don't you think so? Looking real good. So now we gotta just get the power supply installed. And then we could do a little bit of cable management, fire this bad boy up. Get that Windows installed. Right? Then take it over. Do a PC migration. Call it a day. Actually, I think we have another appointment later today to help somebody with some upgrades that they're doing locally over here. They're having some trouble installing a new CPU. I think it's a BIOS update that they need to do. That's what I recommended, but they're going to bring it by and have us do it for them. Need to probably put together some BIOS update videos for Gigabyte, MSI, Asus, and who else? ASRock. All damn motherboards. So this 750 watt semi-modular power supply by PowerSpec, which is a Micro Center brand, is a super good deal right now. 80 plus gold, semi-modular, 750 watt. I think it's like $69 right now at Micro Center, but you do have to purchase it and pick it up locally at Micro Center. That is the downside. The other downside is they use twist ties. Which, y'all know if you followed me for long enough, how I feel about twist ties. The things that are going up in price right now for PC builds is your storage, your RAM, so your SSDs, your M.2 SSDs, or any SSD for that matter, has gone up in price. RAM is going up in price. Not as much, but it has gone up slightly. And your power supplies are again going up in price. Those three key things are going up in price lately. That's what I've been noticing. And graphics cards are kind of maintaining except for the 4090. 4090 is getting really hard to find right now. And is going up in price because it's getting hard to find. Kind of a price update. For the luxury of buying any part you want at MSRP or close to, that luxury is pretty much going away again. But it could be related to the holidays, you know? Fight with it a little bit to get it in there. Get her in. This
cable over here. That's our 24 pin for our motherboard power, and then this one is our 8 pin for our CPU, which is our this cable. Put that over there. Then we have an 8 pin for PCIe for our graphics card power. Put that one in there. And then we'll just need one SATA power here for the hub up above. Let's go ahead and flip this over, get this plugged in, and then we'll flip it back over and get the rest of the cooler cables plugged in, the RGB and PWM fans. Alright, last one we need is the EPS cable. This guy right here, which is going to be a total pain in the butt. Total pain in the butt. Because the cooler's already in. Alright, there we go. We got it. Flip this back over, and it's getting heavy. We'll get all these connected up here at the top, and then we'll clean this up a little bit. Right? Then we can fire it up. Get a little daisy chain action going here for the CPU. Fans on the radiator. We have addressable RGB to address. Which is, got a couple of connections here, 3. They'll utilize all 3. We'll have to daisy chain the last one, which uses external power from the power supply. Saves the motherboard header sending power RGB. Yeah. Well, Mama's at the store. Mama's at the store. Because she had to go pick up stuff at the store. Because. She'll be back. Just a minute. No, at the store. Not too shabby. Back to the grind. That's right, some idiot. Some giant idiot. We're back to the grind. We've only got one build today. We do have a few more later in the week. But today we're just doing this one. And then I gotta rush, get windows on it, and then I've got to drive it over to the customer today as well. So they're gonna get some white glove treatment. This is actually their second PC through us. Actually, very close to the same build. Husband and wife builds. He got a black one, she got a white one. Super cool. Really cool guy. Really cool people. I'm going to help them with moving some of the data over from her old PC to the new PC. Got a bunch of apps and programs. They're not very tech savvy, so they need a little bit of help. Happy to help where I can. All right. So we're actually ready to fire this bad boy up. Let's go ahead and jump over to a side view here. Beautiful. Let's fire this beast up. Here we go. And there it is. In all its glory. It's DDR5, so it is going to go through a couple power cycles here as it's doing its memory training. Windows 11 thumb drive plugged in. That installed ASAP. We're going to go straight into a Windows OS install. What do you do? Finally, the post we've been waiting for. Too shabby, huh? Looks pretty good. For less than an hour stream. Took less than an hour to build it. I am. All right, guys. That's it for today. It was a short one. Howdy, Army Vet. What's going on? How's it going? We only had one build today, man. One build. We've got it built. AIO out for delivery. Awesome. So you get to put that in. I just put one in just now. Thermalright also, just a white version. Unless you got a white one. That's mine, just black. Awesome. So you got the frozen note. Well, this one I have to actually wrap up real quick because I got to get Windows installed, drivers, do the BIOS update ASAP, and I've got to actually take it over to the customer because I'm going to help them migrate some of their apps and data over from an old PC to this new one here. So I do have to get going since we're finished with the build already. Yeah, no, man. You too. Have a great day. Just getting ready to shut down and let it cool down. Do a cleaning out of it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get it cleaned up so you can put that new part in there for sure. Let me know if you have any questions on cleaning it. But it should be pretty, take it outside, blow it out. I know it's raining over here. I don't know if it's raining up there or snowing. So just make sure it doesn't get wet, obviously. And then, yeah, get all that dust out, clean it up. Be a good idea. Raining in 40, yeah. I feel like it's raining across the entire state. So, no snow in the UP, it's weird. I know! There's no snow over here either. Down here. It's like 50 degrees outside. Spring's gonna kick our arse. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I think January, February is gonna be a shit ton of snow. I honestly don't know why it's been so warm. It's kind of disturbing. It's not normal. Glad I was able to see the end of the build. At least, yeah, no problem. Have fun. Yeah, you too, man. Enjoy the AIO install. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to hit me up. But I will be doing another stream probably in the next 1 or 2 days. I just needed to get this one done. This was the last one that we were supposed to do on Christmas Eve, but we cut it short because I had to steal the 76 or the 6600 from this build, which I ended up going to Micro Center this morning and picking up a 7600 because the 6600s were all out of stock everywhere. I just wasn't going to get one in today quick enough. So I just said, screw it. I'm just going to go get a 7600. A little bit of an upgrade. It's like $40 or $50 more. So got the build done, moving ahead. But all right, guys, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you on the next stream, probably in the next day or two.
Bye. Have a good day. Chloe says bye.
Bye.